Well, good morning to you. Happy days, it's Friday. Yeah. Oh, it's always a good feeling, that Friday feeling, isn't it? I'll be the last one to leave the office tonight, so I won't be leaving till 5, but that's okay. I don't mind. A long lie tomorrow morning. That's the best thing I look forward to. The weekend. Nothing else, just not having to get out of my bed in the morning, innit? Small things in life. Just a quick update today. I actually recorded one on Wednesday on the way home from work, and I had the 360 camera on the mirror, but I had it on the extension. You know how Insta360, the X4 and all that, they come with these. Do they come with them? No, they don't. You buy them separately, but they come with a wee pole that you can extend, a telescopic pole. Anyway, I had that in its shortest setting, which is probably about, I'm guessing, 8 inches or something, and it sat the camera up quite high, and it looked really good. And while it was my lunch break at work, I downloaded the images from the DJI Osmo and the X4 onto my iPhone, and I did a quick edit on CapCut. And then I thought, that's great, that's been done my Wednesday update. And then the app froze and nothing would work. And I thought, oh, this has never happened before. And I ended up having to shut the app down, opened it back up again, and all the stuff that I'd edited was gone. The footage is still on my phone, but it's all, you know, Wednesday bump, and I thought, I'm not going to put it back up. I can't be bothered re-editing it all, so I thought I'll record this morning, just a wee straightforward POV sort of vlog to say hello. Where have I been the past 2 and a bit weeks? Well, nowhere, to be blunt. Oh, look at that van speeding through the I don't know if I've ever mentioned this in my vlogs. I think I probably have. I've got colitis, and pardon the pun, but it's an absolute pain in the arse. Charlotte and I had some trips planned with Big Gordon, and we were unable to go because I wasn't well enough. We missed out on a couple of motorbike trips. I missed the last home game of my beloved football team. I managed to get to the last away game, which was the big game at Celtic Park, which was a great experience. I love going to these big stadiums, but you know, it's missed the last home game because I wasn't well enough, and missed out on a couple of trips, so the opportunity for content there was gone. I just wasn't, health was crap. So that's where I've been, pretty much nowhere, in the house, feeling miserable, but picking up and starting to feel normal again. Go through these wee flare-up periods, and they can be short flare-ups that last a couple of days, they can last months. It depends on a lot of factors, I suppose. So for June, this is the, what date is this? This is the 30th of May, my God, 2025, 30th of May, and on the 1st of June I start my challenge for Cancer Research UK, which is to do my 3,000 press-ups in a month and 3,000 sit-ups. I've added the sit-ups in because well, I want to do them, so might as well, while I'm doing a challenge, I might as well push myself. So you're required to do, for the challenge, 100 a day basically for the 30 days of June. Why is everybody slowing down because I see a police car? Jeez, that looks like a wee moped or something. So I'm starting that on Sunday. Hopefully be fit enough. All these cars just sit in the middle lane. On Tuesday, which is the 3rd of June, I've got an amazing couple coming into the studio to do a podcast. I don't want to tell you too much about them just now, but their name is Dove and Sarah White. I know, Sarah White. Couldn't make it up, could you? We met them, my Sarah and I met them at the Beatson years ago. And I already kind of knew Duff's story because I'd caught a bit of it online. But just to give you the very briefest of overviews, Duff has a terminal cancer. And him and his wife Sarah have been doing their best to deal with it and live life and try and tick off their bucket list as well as they can. He's an absolute warrior of a guy. His health has really taken a dive. And they have a GoFundMe page at the moment because he wants to have sort of a life celebration, which will be a party of sorts, and it'll be celebrating the life and love of Duff White and his wonderful wife. So they're coming in on Tuesday. That's going to be a difficult podcast to do for obvious reasons, but God, I want to tell his story so much. Such an inspiration. It'll be brilliant. Then Charlotte and I are going on holiday for a week. Nowhere fancy, but guess where we're going? It's Sands of Luce, which was Sarah and I's favourite holiday park. We used to take a touring caravan. Now obviously, you know, I had to get rid of the touring caravan when we bought that caravan. It was actually Sarah bought it, she financed it, and it was about £23,000. When Sarah died, she had no estate, and I just could not afford to keep it. Just could not afford it. And even if I could have scrimped and scraped enough money together to afford to pay the finance for it, I would never have been able to afford to actually tow it away anywhere and go on holiday with it because it would have cost too much. So I lost my beloved caravan, but I've got family in Sands of Luce that own a big lodge, and my mother and father and my sister and all that, and a big bunch of us are going down to stay in big static caravans, and Charlotte and I are going. So this will be my first proper holiday to Sands of Luce since Sarah died. So it'll be good because it's making new memories with Charlotte, which is going to be lovely. So I'm going to be taking my camera gear and everything with me down there, and my drone, and I'll be looking forward to getting some good imagery and maybe some drone footage. I don't know, we'll see. And if there's anything I think is worthwhile, I'll bring it along and I'll pop it on the channel. And then after that, there's another podcast lined up with a big guy called Lewis McManus. Hell of a nice fella. Charlotte and I met him a month or so ago. We were supposed to be doing a podcast actually, but again, my colitis during the time when I wasn't well enough to go bike rides and stuff like that, I had to cancel. I was just too miserable to sit down, but being such a gentleman he is, he's no problem. We'll sort it out and we'll do it another time. So he's coming in. I think the date's the 17th, which is a Monday or a Tuesday or something, and once that's done, it'll only take me a couple of days to edit the podcast and get it up on here. And Lewis, another guy that's got an incredible story. His is a story of just utter survival from mental health, something that's very much relevant to suicide awareness, obviously. And he went from the depths of despair to actually training and becoming a counsellor to help other people that have suffered like him, and people that suffer mental health issues right now. And his channel, his social media group's called Mind Your Heat, which is brilliant, and it has a double meaning, which we'll talk about in the podcast. But that's what's been happening. I've been no well, and yeah, just it's pretty rubbish. Colitis knocks 7 shades out of me if I'm having a rough time with it. And not only the obvious toilet problems, which makes it very difficult to go and do anything on the motorbike, especially going a long trip. But it takes a lot of energy away from you as well. It saps your energy, makes it difficult to sleep. So yeah, it's not good. Hopefully that'll be me. I'm in a bit of a health kick, so I'm trying to stop eating biscuits and rubbish at work. I'm mostly drinking tea at work because I don't take sugar in tea. Can take coffee without sugar, but I don't really, if I'm being honest, enjoy it the same as I do with a proper cup of tea. And my first cup of coffee in the morning's always got 2 sugar in it, and that's like my one treat in the morning. But I'm trying to stop stop eating sweeties or biscuits or crap in work. But today is Fat Friday in work. We always usually have a takeaway on a Fat Friday. That's a treat, me and the lads. And so I'm saying, what can I hear? That's really dangerous. Big massive metal bar hanging down there and bouncing off the road. That's not good. He's going into the hard shoulder. Well done, mate. So there you go, that's you up to date. So we've got a couple of podcasts coming up, really difficult podcast coming up next week. And obviously, time factor with Dove, we want to get that in and get it sorted. But what a lovely couple. You're going to hopefully find it inspirational. It's going to be sad, but we're going to talk about the good, the bad, the sad, the happy, funny. Talk about it all. An inspiring couple, a couple that Sarah and I got to know through tragic circumstances. And I want to have this memory, this legacy of this wonderful person. And then Big Lewis after the holiday, and I'll pop on and I'll say hello during the holiday. I'll do a wee vlog just to say hello, what's happening, and if I get anything worthwhile putting up, any good photographs or drone work or anything, I'll pop them up on the channel. So you have an amazing weekend, whatever you get up to. If you're out on a bike, please stay safe out there. There's wacky races in the roads nowadays. And if you're not a biker, whatever you're doing, have a great weekend. I wonder if I'll get through these lights. And I'll catch you very soon. Take care of yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye now.